In this video, we will go over the footer section. At the bottom of each page is the footer. It is not optional, but something that every page must have. To increase the length of a page, grab the top of the footer section and drag downward. You will see now that the page is longer. If you do not intend to use the footer or want to lengthen it or shorten it, grab the bottom of the page and move up or down. To see where the footer ends and begins, close the Elements panel. You can see that the Contents section ends at this pixel point and that the footer section ends at this pixel point. Consider this line the start of the footer section. Anything that crosses this line is counted as part of the footer section. Let's say that we create a paragraph and a shape. We want the shape to be down in the footer, to span all the way across. You will see that if anything in the footer overlaps an item above it, the items above it cannot be brought to the front, as the footer is always in front. So while creating your website, keep this in mind, that the footer will always be arranged to the front. If an item crosses the footer line, it is then counted as part of the footer, and then may go in front of an object. As soon as an object crosses the footer line, it will be pulled into the footer no matter what size you are looking at. So let's say you wanted it up here, and you've moved it here, but then you decide, I want it to touch the footer, but you accidentally let it overlap. On all other devices, it will pull that object down into the footer. So if you ever see items jump down to the bottom of the page, it's probably because you let that item cross the footer line. In common modern web design, most footers are repeated on each page. These do not default to that option, so you must right-click them and click Repeat on all pages as you would any other element. If you have other formatting issues with the footer, please contact support.